Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth4 for another weekly update. So a few things. First of all, I said that I was getting scans last week, so it's pretty much, they said the scans looked exactly the same as last time, which, just means that nothing is progressing, but nothing is shrinking, but as we know from the PET scan I got a little while back, that the treatment that I'm getting is still killing the cancer, if not shrinking it, so, it's a slow battle. We're looking into other stuff to try to speed things up a bit, but we'll see. As I said before, the problem with getting radiation therapy was that due to my size, the amount that they would give me, I said before that it would be dangerous to me. That's not true. The amount that they would give me would make me so radioactive that it would be dangerous to everyone else in the hospital. It would essentially irradiate the room that I was in to a dangerous degree, and any people talking loudly. It would irradiate the room and any nurses that came in to a dangerous level. So, radiation's never good for anybody. So, that's not in the cards. But we're looking into other stuff, clinical trials and things. So, we'll see, November time, what's going on. Things are going. So this coming week is a chemo week for me, but it should be business as usual mostly. Right now my channel says I'm at 997,000 total video views. I get roughly about 1,000 a day, so by Tuesday, it didn't update yet for today, so it should be at 998 now. So by Tuesday I should be reaching the 1 million mark, which is pretty amazing. I am going to be doing something special for that, something that people have been asking for, so look forward to Tuesday. For the announcement anyway. It's not going to start on Tuesday, but you'll see. So as I said also, starting the 6th of August until like the 21st or something, no. I don't know. Until the something, for like 11 days or 2 weeks. I'm going to be in Florida. So, I already have Dead Space and Paper Mario all recorded through that time. In the process of rendering out the videos now, which takes the most time. Each Dead Space video takes a little over an hour, about an hour and a half, hour and 15 minutes, depending on the length of the video. Paper Mario takes a lot shorter. It's like 45 minutes per video. Just because it's not as much video, it's lower frame rate and things like that, so, Dead Space is fun. The next few episodes, or the next bunch of episodes, that, up to episode 20, which is where we need to be, they're good, you should watch it, and Paper Mario is all recorded for that, up to the end of chapter 5. So, look forward to that stuff. Little Big Planet, another episode 9 came out today, which is the penultimate episode. John stole a word from me. I always use that, he stole it from me. Penultimate means second to last. For those of you who are illiterate. It's a really great word to use if you want to sound pretentious. The penultimate verse. It's good. I like it. That was a great episode. You guys should check it out. The Sephiroth. Subscribe if you're not. So business as usual there. Now for the stuff portion of the weekly update. First things first, this came in the mail last week. It's a Yveltal plush from PokemonCenter.com. The tag is a bit bent. I don't like taking the tags off because I grew up with Beanie Babies where it was like, you take the tag off, you die! Because it was like a collector's thing, despite the fact that the tag got beaten up. So, it's just ingrained in me. But anyway, this Yveltal is the best. Look how it's huge. It's huge, first of all. Look at the little fingers, and it's got the tail here, and it's like, I want to hug you. Ah! It's great. It's great for hugs. It just wants a hug. I just like making faces at the camera. But yeah, it's like nice and fuzzy over here, and the rest of it's just soft, and it's so cute for the god of destruction. Isn't it? Isn't it? It's got little feet. He and Pikachu have been playing together. Pikachu's just like, stay away from my man. And Yveltal's just like, I'ma slap you. That's what he says. I'ma slap. It's like, slap. He can make all sorts of faces. He's like, oh no. He's like, oh, what's going on? And then he's just like, word, yow. And his tail is also. There's like little fingers here, like felt. Yveltal? No, it's not funny. And this is also felt, and it's really nice. It was about $30. That's funny. I didn't realize I could do that. It's fun to play with. I actually have been using my Link Figma, and he's been flying around destroying things, because that's what Link does. Link destroys things. He is not the savior. Ganondorf is the savior. It's fun. Okay, Pikachu, you can stop staring at me. I'm just gonna have Pikachu be on my shoulder staring at you for the rest of the video. One sec, Pikachu, you gotta get in. There we go. Yeah, so that Yveltal is just amazing. Gotta turn around so Pikachu doesn't actually fall. Maybe I'll just put him on my head. Yeah, so also, okay, Pikachu, you gotta work with me. In the game category, I got Wii Sports Club, which finally got a physical release that I've been waiting for. I despise downloaded games. I just don't like them. And that's very fun. Wii Sports Club is essentially the Wii Sports game from the Wii's original launch. Boxing, bowling, baseball, tennis, and golf. The 5 B's of sports. So it's actually good. Each one of them is updated a little bit, except for bowling, really. The boxing one, instead of using the nunchuck, you either do one-handed with your Wii Motion Plus controller. You have to use a Wii Motion Plus controller. You either do one-handed, or if you want to do 2 gloves, you actually need 2 remotes, because it needs the Motion Plus. It can't just register the nunchucks like little accelerometer. It needs the Motion Plus to have like right hooks and things like that. So it's pretty interesting. I guess the tennis doesn't really have an update either. It's essentially swinging back and forth, and that's pretty fun though. I mean, the main feature of this is the online, leaderboards and things like that. So that's pretty interesting. Bowling is bowling. It's still fun. They still have the 100 pins thing, except it's like an entire, 10 frames of trying to get 100 pins, which is amazing. Golf, you use the gamepad as like to line up your hit and stuff like that, which it still sucks. Golf sucked in the original, and it sucks on this one. I hate golf, but there are these like weird duck things littered through the levels, and it's scary. And baseball has the biggest change, in my opinion. It has the person at bat obviously uses the Wii remote to hit it, but in the original game, that was it. The person that was fielding didn't really do anything. I mean, I guess you could choose a pitch or whatever. I haven't played in a long time. But now the person in the field uses the gamepad to choose what pitch. There's 4 different pitches. You use the buttons A, B, Y, and X to choose what pitch. There's a little thing that like charges up, so you can either do like a powered up pitch or a really slow one, and you also get to aim in either the strike box or outside of it. So what I usually do is I like put some sort of slider and like just for my little brother, just like put it outside the strike box, close as possible to his character. You can't hit the characters, unfortunately, but I just put him like I just do like a. You just see the ball, bonk, it just like rolls along the ground. He always swings at it, so I'm just like, don't swing at the ball. And also, unlike the last game, which you hit a ball and that's it. Like if the players miss it, then it's like a single or whatever, depending on where it lands, or a home run. In this game, if it's a pop fly to the outfield, the gamepad player actually has to like line up the ball in like a little targeting thing in order to be able to catch it. So that's just a nice gameplay mechanic that they added to make it a bit more interactive with the fielder. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's the price of a Wii U game, but it's 5 different games. Like I said, there's online leaderboards. There's kind of achievements. It's like a and there's training modes, which I haven't tried yet, which, like in the original game, it's like all sorts of random things. So there's a lot to do in the game. I'm really happy about it. The second game that I got was Fallout 3 Game of the Year Edition. I got this on Steam, but it turns out on Windows 7 and higher, it doesn't work. As soon as I got to the atrium in the beginning of the game, where you have to like, well, I'm not gonna spoil it. I know it's an old game, but I'm not gonna spoil it. But the game stops working. It's just like 1 frame per second. You're just like, and it doesn't stop from there. As soon even I went all the way through anyway to try to leave, and no. So I finally got it here. It's a bit more expensive because it wasn't on Steam sale, but it is worth it. It's a fun game so far. I'm really not too far. I just got to Megaton. But it also came with these cool things. One was a like a world map, the Capital Wasteland. You start out over here. That's where you start, and that's the first town. So this game is huge, and on the back is a map of the DC Metro area. So that's pretty cool. And also came with a picture here of like all the little Pip-Boy icon, like Pip-Boy pictures from the game put together. So that was pretty cool. I'm gonna hang this up somewhere. Such a good character, Pip-Boy. I think his name is Pip-Boy anyway. I mean, he's the mascot of your Pip-Boy 3000 on your arm, so I assume it is. Balloon. So yeah, that's pretty much what's up with that. In other stuff, I don't know. There's like a few things I wanted to talk about, but I really haven't been able to formulate it well. It'd be mostly rambling, but I guess the basic gist of what I wanted to say was just the, I don't know, how things can change people. I'm not talking about like fame or anything. I'm talking about like major life events or tragedies or whatever. Like I've been thinking a lot lately. I don't know if you guys. I've been maintaining a presence on YouTube here, so it's not really the same. But if you notice, like I don't really respond to comments as much as I do. I feel like I've becoming a lot more impersonal, especially on Twitter. For those of you who know me on Twitter, I used to be like a lot more active. Just interacting with people, trying to help and things like that. But in the past bunch of months, it's I really moved far away from that, and I have noticed it, and it's been a conscious and subconscious thing. It's not that I don't want to spend time with people here or on Twitter or whatever, but for some people, like, YouTube is all fun and games, and interacting with people online is just interacting with people online, and for some people, it's serious business. Either YouTube is serious business, or friendships or things like that. I mean, friendships should always be serious business. Not like where I'm serious about being your friend, but like you shouldn't casually, mess with it. But it's just some people don't realize how serious your friendship to other people can be, like how important it is. There's a lot of people that are like, oh yeah, I got a bunch of friends, whatever, we joke around and stuff. But to some people, that can be what the lifeline that is holding them to sanity or to life or to whatever they're going through. And you don't really realize how much of an impact your actions are for people, and or just how your life is to other people. Some people either live vicariously through you, or they experience the same ups and downs that you do with your life, or they it hits them harder than it hits you. They don't have the same strength or constitution that you do when going through the same experiences. And if you've been following me here on Twitter, you know that a bunch of months ago that realization for me hit pretty hard, that my interactions with other people have serious consequences. Whether or not I'm not saying my negative interactions. I'm just saying interactions in general have serious consequences, and it's a very trying to think of a good word for it. It's a bit jarring, not a bit jarring. It's very jarring when you realize just how much a little bit can affect other people. And because of that, just seeing how far some people take your friendship, or take your illness and things like that, it's made me reconsider whether I want to, or if I'm capable of being that person that they're connected to, if this is making any sense. So I've just been I put a bunch of walls around myself, essentially. I haven't been getting too involved in relationships or stuff. I've been a very, very shallow person on Twitter. You guys might not think it, but I've just been joking around a lot, and that's it. I really haven't been there for a lot of people, and it is by choice. It's not by choice. It's not what I want to be. I've always been a person that's wanted to care, but I have learned that it's not something that I can terribly handle. So this isn't going anywhere. There's no point that I'm trying to make. I'm just talking out how I've been feeling lately. With the cancer, I've been on this new treatment for almost a year now. So I've been off of the heavy chemo. I've only been in only been in the hospital a few hours a day every 1 out of 3 weeks. So I can live through that. It's slowly chipping away at my sanity, but I'm still, aside from the hair thing, which is starting to bother me, I've worked out a schedule for myself, so I can deal with it because it's a personal thing that, it's just something. But it's a lot harder to deal with when other people are going through things and you either can't help them, or you're unable to help them, or they don't let you help them. And when you see pain in the people you care about, it's very tough. And I wasn't prepared to go through that, I guess. it's hard to lose people, you know? I don't know. This got really depressing, I'm sorry. But, you know, the point I was making in the beginning is there's some things that you go through that you kind of just have to power through. Cancer. That's the example that I'm giving here. You just gotta power through it, you gotta keep going, and that's that. And there's some things that you go through that just kind of change you forever. Like losing somebody, or realizing that, you know, you indirectly contributed to a tragic event. Even if it, you know, would have, I don't know. So, you know, there's stuff like that kind of just change your entire being. You either become a different person, or less of a person, or more of a person even. But I think I was the middle option. I've become less of a friend online, because I realized that, you know, it's serious, and I don't know if I'm up to that, if I can do that. You know, if I'm ready to actually support people. It kind of sucks, because I like to help out. But, you know, there's only so much I can do, I guess. I don't know. Just rambling, like I said. Let's cheer you up a bit with more Pikachu. Or more Yveltal. If you notice, I've been getting a lot of stuff lately. I've noticed that, as Weird Al once said, fill that void in your pathetic life by playing Whack-A-Mole 17 hours a day. Essentially, I've been filling the depressive points of my life with video games and physical merchandise. It helps a little for a short time, and then I buy more, and that's how I get through things. That's how it goes. Just gotta stall. It's been Severalto 4 with the weekly update. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.